You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB.
Mentioned the new Sail GP season starts tonight in Dubai. We've heard from Peter Burling. Let's bring in new Black Foils flight controller, Leo Takahashi. He's joined the New Zealand team for the next 3 years following the departure of Andy Maloney. Leo, thanks for taking the time for a chat. How did this all come about?
Yeah, thank you very much, Jason. Thanks for having me. So I guess, a couple of things. With Andy's departure and the new season beginning, there was an opportunity and, a phone call from Pete and Blair, and it just happened really quick. Now we're in Dubai getting ready for the new season.
So when Peter Burling and Blair Tuke ring you with a proposition like this, I'd imagine it's a fairly easy yes, is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's right now it was a pretty easy yes and a massive opportunity for me in my career. So, I was, stoked to say yes.
So for the casual Sail GP fans who are listening in, can you explain to us the exact role of the flight controller?
Yes, as the flight controller, I mean, there's 6 people on board, the helm, wing trimmer, flight controller, 2 grinders and strategist. We all have our, roles to play on making the boat go fast and good around the track. The flight controller especially, we have big foils under the boat. 4 of them, in fact, 2 rudders and 2 dagger boards. So I get full control of those foils. And, in layman's terms, if the boat's flying high and stable and we're going well in the race, I'm doing a good job. And if the boat's looking unstable and a little bit jumpy, I'm not doing a very good job. So I get full control of the foils and fly the boat as high as I can and fast as I can.
That seems, I'm sure they're all important jobs, but that seems like a really important job and one which I guess would be fraught with a bit of risk-taking and maybe a bit of margin for error or small margin for error. Is it a stressful job?
Yeah, it's a lot of concentration involved and it's very quick and snappy now, with all the quick racing and the TV times and all that. So just have to be fully focused for that 15 minutes and 3 races, all to play for. If you're last in a race, then that's going to be big points for the season. So always got to be focused and controlled. And there's a risk versus reward. If you fly the boat high, there's more margin for error, and you could lead to a crash. But also, if you fly the boat high and you do it well, then you're going to be going fast. So that's the kind of grey area we're playing with.
Has there been an integration period for you with the team? I mean, clearly you know what you're doing, but in terms of comms on board, things like that, the language that's used, all those sorts of things?
Yeah, as the flight controller, I'm more on the receiving end of comms, so I'm kind of just hearing what the boat's going on. I'm fully focused on just flying the boat well. So, Pete and Blair and Liv, the strategist, they're mostly in the comms, and I'm just kind of tuning in and making sure that I'm kind of preempting what's going to happen in the race, and that's about it for me. And in terms of getting used to the team, I know all these guys really well, so it's been really easy fitting in. And we've been in Dubai for a couple of days now, bit of team building and just going through a lot of documents, of the last few seasons and just kind of really getting integrated and how it all works here.
You've had time, obviously, with Japan Sail GP team and the US team as well. Do you perceive that this will be a step up from those 2 teams?
100%. Yeah, the Black Foils are the benchmark of Sail GP right now. So, the cream of the crop, and got some definitely big shoes to fill to do my part. But I'm just really excited to bring my experience and my kind of 2 cents into the team. And I guess it's an opportunity for the team to get a new face and a new perspective. So I'm just, really looking forward to showing what I can do and, helping this team develop and get back on the top step.
You mentioned before that during races, it's often one-way comms that you're receiving a lot of information. But when you're having your debriefs, and as you mentioned before, when you're going through your preparation, does it feel like an environment in which you can offer thoughts, suggestions freely?
Yeah, so, just listening to the comms and all that, I can kind of see what I kind of saw or heard in the race, and then kind of just give my 2 cents on what I thought. And we have a really good culture in the team where, we're really just open to feedback, and just it feels like such a professional high sports team. So it's really good in that sense. And everyone here is so good to work with. So it's been really easy getting into it, and I'm just really excited just itching to get on the boat and get racing.
So after Dubai, the second stop on the calendar is Auckland in January. You grew up sailing at the Royal New Zealand Yacht Squadron, of course, where the race course will be. How special an event is Auckland going to be for you?
Oh, it's going to be epic. Auckland Harbour, it's going to be super tight racing, and it's really cool how the grandstand's going to be set up right on Wynyard Point. The start and the finish will be right there, so basically buzzing right next to the wall, and the fans will probably be close enough to touch the boats. Probably might even be able to see me on board, which would be cool. It's going to be really special and a real, good testament to how bringing Sail GP there is going to be awesome. The City of Sails, basically.
And you've done a lot of sailing and a lot of different boats. How does Sail GP compare to the other sailing you've done?
There's nothing like Sail GP, really. It's definitely the pinnacle of the sport. What differentiates Sail GP to every other sport is just how tight and quick you have to be so focused to do well here. And like I said, it's tight course, fast racing, and the fans get to enjoy it. So, Sail GP has really changed the dimension of kind of sailing as a whole. The fans can see it so close and just be there with us. So that's a cool part of it. And it's basically just like F1 on the water, really. Yeah,
it's brilliant to watch. And of course, recently you were helmsman of the New Zealand team in the Youth Americas Cup in Barcelona. How do you reflect on that experience? Twice for you now, of course.
Yeah, that was a really cool experience, just being part of the whole atmosphere there and being part of the bigger team in general. But just take those learnings. It's been a big year for me, so just really trying to take all those learnings, what I learned in Barcelona, into the black foils, and my focus switches now into these short course racing and being a flight controller as well. So something different, and just going to put my all into this project.
Exciting times ahead. Well, all the best in Dubai this weekend, Leo. Look forward to catching up in person when you hit Auckland in the middle of January.
Thanks, Jason. Thank you very much.
No, appreciate your time, Leo. Thanks indeed. Leo Takahashi there, new flight controller with the Black Foils, our Sail GP team. Dubai, first event starts tonight and again tomorrow night. Then they have a break before they hit Auckland January 18 and 19.
For more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.